when you
Right.
took us through the loving kindness meditation, I was overwhelmed with emotion.
Right.
And I just felt like weeping when you took us through that. And I don't know whether it was because of the energy in the room.
Mm.
Um, and it was the first time I had experienced that type of meditation before. But today I felt much stronger. I
Right.
felt like this just beam of love coming from my heart and radiating from my body.
Right.
Um, so I just wanted to share that with you. It's a very different experience for me
Right.
today than it was the first time that I meditated with you all. So I just wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome, and it's like you made my day also from that time. So Patricia asking us, what happens when an intrusive thought enters your mind and causes anxiety and fear? How do we control that? Yeah. Yeah, that's something we have to talk about. So when we try to calm ourselves, there are some memories. Those memories try to take our attention. So and we try to take our mind from take out of that. We feel like it's really difficult, and then it's like a really difficult experience to handle. That's something we have to talk about. And some people having the same thing, like the same way, like PTSD, like uh, post trauma stress disorder, like after having kind of a trauma. So whenever they feel like alone, or when there is a memory, when there are surroundings, environments like same like that, or about to give that sort of vibe, feel that, and that thoughts gradually comes. So the for those things we have to understand one thing, that means that uh, due to the neuroplasticity, so the way we used to think, after we used to think in a certain way, that the certain thought pattern, our mind, without any hesitation, whenever that the time occurs, it just flowing that thought pattern. That it's like, if someone used to scare to cockroach or snake, when we see in being in an even kind of a safe distance, some people seeing it from the social media, because that cockroach can't come from through the phone, but they feel scared and they feel like, oh, I don't have any help. Like, it's like that has that it just comes. What we have to understand about that is, again, due to the neuroplasticity, thankful, we have to be thankful that we can change the thought patterns with replacing that with the wholesome thought patterns. So, but it takes time, it takes patience, and most importantly, it needs wisdom, it needs insight meditation, or the understanding of the impermanence, understanding the unsatisfaction, and in understanding the selflessness of those experiences. So how can we learn that? So you try to, if you participate to programs, you will learn from here from the meditation center, and of course you can read about that. So for that, I'll give you kind of a two things to practice in your life. So instead of just try to calm yourself, or if there are like those thought patterns, try to take your attention, take over. So instead of that, try to improve your loving kindness feeling. Loving kindness is a kind of a best option to practice meditation when you have that sort of thing, because loving kindness meditation start with the loving kindness feeling. So that loving kindness feeling has happiness. So that happiness always gives kind of a happiness to the body and the mind, that doesn't allow that doesn't give kind of space to those like negative thought patterns to take over. So how can we practice loving kindness as we did today? Bring that beloved feeling to your heart and from a memory maybe, and let go of the memory and spread that love and kindness and acceptance to yourself and spread to whole world. So that's a meditation, but meditation means practicing from the mind. But when it comes to actions, actions are from mind and words and the physical actions. So therefore, try to practice loving kindness activity as a physical thing, like doing volunteering, maybe taking care of pets, maybe helping others, so without expecting anything in return. When we do those things, when we do those sort of compassionate activities, that joyfulness, happiness simply building within us. So then we can place our mind in that happy state, and we can develop new way of neural patterns to see the world differently. And uh, s- plus, you can practice gratitude. It's another amazing meditation. So while going to about to sleep, while laying on the bed, start to say thank you to even simple things you got that day. Maybe someone smiled, shared said good morning to you. Simply say thank you to that experience and the person. Simply start to say thank you even to the environment, to the foods, and each and every single thing you met that day. When you start to say thank you, when we cultivate gratitude, we get the happiness. It's like even we are adult, even we have adult uh, thought patterns, we experience like a kid in our heart. Kids can be happy when seeing a ladybird, seeing a butterfly, because they start to admire world instead of complaining. So that sort of happiness simply generate in ourselves. So just do that loving kindness and gratitude for 10 days. Start loving kindness in the morning, end the day with the gratitude. Then you will find like that happiness simply building within you. When you have the happiness in your body, that happiness, inner happiness and inner peace never let those thought patterns to disturb you. We have to experience it and we have to go through that. That is the way to overcome from any difficult emotions. And you know what? There are so many people, they have done that and they have found perfect results. So therefore, keep on confidence towards practicing, so there will be time that you will definitely say, yes, of course, I also can. I also overcame from that. And then you will be the best, one of the best teacher, because best meditation teachers had gone through those difficult situations. That's why they are so good at sharing those knowledge with their own experience.